Hi everyone, this is Bilal here. So I am a stammerer. I used to stutter a lot, even from my childhood onwards, and still now I am 30 years old, and I am on the brink of overcoming. So there are techniques that I learned, and let me make you understand. The techniques you learn each week, or whatever you come across each week, it doesn't work because you are on willpower. So once you have a technique, fully focused technique, and you have written it down, let's say, and that just passes for like 1 week. Okay, so the next week, gradually your willpower decreases and you're back to square one. So now I'm going to teach you some techniques, a powerful technique that you have to work through 21 days, and believe me, it will work. So point number one, if you are a stammerer, when you were small, you would have known that at one point you became anxious, you became excited, you became frustrated. Maybe it's psychological, okay? So you have to go back to that time and you have to feel that. You have to accept what happened at that time. So the same feeling will come to you when you are stammering. So when you're stammering, suddenly you are locked in that thought. So it's like you have to get rid of this thing, like you are at a point where you are struggling and no one accepted your emotions, and maybe it can be psychological or a trauma, let's say. So you have to come to that point where you feel that you feel it very well, and you have to say, okay, now I'm big. That that doesn't have to come by now. Okay, you can, you are big and you are strong now. You're stronger than that you are at that time, and you have to forgive that person or whatever that has made you anxious. So that is the step one. Okay, so once that is step one, you have to think that you have to correct your self-image. So your self-image means like you have made an image of yourself like you are a stammerer. So you have to think that no, I am not a stammerer. I get stuck at words sometimes, but I gradually overcome. So this, for let's say, like when you stammer, you get stuck on some words, and that words become a record. Like it just, those pretty small words will create a loop in your head. So the next time you speak, that things continues. So the next time you speak, even after a pause, that is the first thing that comes to your mind. So I want you to create an image where you say that, um, the self image, you have to create a self image that you say that you are not a stammerer. You get stuck at words sometimes, and you overcome. So these two techniques, one is to get rid of the anxiousness that you had and go back to the childhood, and uh, forcefully let yourself know that you are not that person anymore, that things have changed and things have come to pass. And second thing is completely turn your self image. So these are the two things that help you, and I want you to track this for 3 weeks, 21 days. 21 It takes 21 days for a person to change his habit, and that 21 days you have to fully be committed on those three things, two things, sorry. Just to help you out further, just write it, just track an Excel sheet, Sunday to Saturday. Okay, you mark it green, you mark all the 3 weeks green, and say this is what has happened, what happened. You track yourself for 3 weeks. So for these 3 weeks you do it, and I trust that things will become normal. So now I am past 3 weeks now, and my stuttering is gradually decreasing. My job requires me to coordinate with different kinds of people, to talk to them, to have conversation over phone, conference calls, uh, basically I'm an IT coordinator and my job requires those things. So now through struggle, you will uh, you will you will create a flow. Okay, first of all you struggle and you create a flow. The flow is important, and that's how you cure stuttering. I'm Bilal. Thank you for listening.